Oh. And we're live.
Oh, we are. Hello.
Hey guys, you're watching GEEKCASER, and we're in GEEKCASER's little lair, and we're going to be talking about what, Marvel?
Yeah, Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, which is a woman.
Which is a woman.
Yeah. Here's the list.
We've got a list.
We got Captain Marvel, DC upcoming movies, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Kip's Bay Boys and Girls Club, and some cons. So that's what we're talking about. So Captain Marvel's a woman.
Yes, but...
Do we even say who we are?
Oh, well, I'm Jamie. Hello.
Michael, and you're watching GEEKCASER, everything sci-fi, fantasy, animation, and geek culture.
That's it.
Yeah. So,
So Carol Danvers has been around for a long time,
right.
But I don't think she became Captain Marvel until much later.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Well,
according to my research.
Well, as far as I know, what is it? Captain Marvel's a guy.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it? 1930, 1942. I think some legal things happened, and they kind of took Shazam out. Well, because DC bought over that particular character.
Because it was a DC character.
Right, yeah.
And Marvel was like, unless we're doing Captain DC, you're giving us this name. I made that up.
Yeah,
I assume that's what happened.
So what happened? So Shazam, they just said, well, let's just take the name that the phrase that he uses and just create a character around that. So it's separate. So
and here
random.
we are with Brie Larson.
Yeah,
who
I'm excited. I just want to see it.
Yeah, me too. Mainly because we need to know how it's going to tie in.
Yeah.
To Infinity War.
You said something very interesting before the show about the beeper at the end of Infinity War. How that was an indication that this might take place in the 90s.
Well, it's definitely taking place in the 90s. We know that for sure.
Okay.
So my question is, since he had a beeper, does that mean that she's somehow still in the 90s? That's a stretch, but you never know.
Did she leave Earth in the 90s?
Yeah, I think there's a possibility she's up in space, and so she's still got her 90s tech. I mean, Steve Rogers handed Iron Man the oldest phone that's ever existed, so who knows?
So, and this is just a little picture of what we have in store as far as the studio. So you see a little puppet in the back, little leg. You see some lightsabers. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time.
A little pre-game, if you will.
Yeah. So DC, Aquaman's coming out this year.
Yes.
And Flash.
Yes, and
in the same year.
It's a lot. I'll be honest, I'm not a big DC person.
I know, you're a Marvel lady.
It's not my thing, I'm all Marvel. But, I'll watch Jason be shirtless underwater for a long time.
That
Sold. And Nicole Kidman, isn't it, right?
Oh, she isn't?
I'm pretty sure she's Mother Aquaman. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I hope I'm not wrong.
Okay.
I'm just throwing out info, but I think she's in it, and I love her.
And I haven't, it's so interesting. I was just thinking about her. I just saw The Others again.
Oh, wow. I haven't watched that since I was 11.
And I'm like, wow, she's great. But when is she gonna do so? This is the trick, guys. If you watch TBS or TNT, any of those, even AMC, and they randomly show one of your favorite older actors, older actors.
2001, I think, is that movie. It's not that movie.
Yeah, and it's like, next thing you know, oh, by the way, like for instance, they just showed something with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Ooh,
and it was the one where it was him and Sylvester Stallone, and they're trying to...
Escape Plan?
Yeah.
Yes!
So, it's just random.
Always something.
So I think they're coming out with something this year. Like it's usually a setup. Mm-hmm. Like for instance, if they all of a sudden show Will Smith movies, that means
that makes sense. Yeah. There's always promotion, no matter what's going on. Yeah. Somebody's promoting something.
Yeah. So I think that's probably why they started showing The Others. That would totally
or
make
just
sense to me.
It's really good.
Or because it's really That could be it. So this is interesting because I've done Facebook Live in a couple bursts, never a whole thing.
I've never done it. Hi, Facebook.
So hopefully it's working. Can people hear?
I don't know. I don't think anyone's watching because if they would, you can comment.
Well, this is not on though.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's that, and that says live.
Oh, I thought they were connected.
No.
Don't they normally? There's bubbles of comments.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's great.
Let's go to the actual. Oh, it is live.
and thrilling.
So excited, so excited. I don't know this thing.
Oh,
See, I'm used to bigger systems.
I know. That's okay. This is great. This is
It's working.
getting down to the community, our community.
Yeah. So, Gotham.
DC Gotham, yes.
Interesting. Loved it for season 1. Loved it season 2. I believe it was season 3 with the whole Mad Hatter thing going on.
Back to my DC thing. I have never seen an episode of Gotham. I know. I like the guy from the OC because I watched the OC when I was younger.
I can't believe you.
Poison Ivy is a big character in my heart because of I guess the red hair. She was a big part of my childhood. Right. I guess she is a character on the show. Yeah. So I would watch it. I'm not anti Gotham.
You're not anti Gotham.
No, I'm just really busy watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Focus. And again, your superpower is always bringing it back to.
Yeah. If in any way we can shift the DC talk to Marvel talk, unless we're talking about Michael Keaton Batman, then I could talk about that for hours.
All right, let's bring you some joy, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
It got renewed today. You guys, it was a tough going there for a minute. I didn't think it was going to get renewed. I really didn't. I was distraught. I was still tweeting every day.
Okay.
# renew Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay.
But I'm going to be honest. I thought it was a done deal. But it's getting 13 more episodes, which leads me to believe it's the last season. But that's okay. Now we get more of an Infinity War tie-in because they're kind of. Do you watch it?
No.
So we don't watch
I tried
That's
to
why
watch.
we're both here.
I tried to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. For some reason, there was a disconnect for me.
People don't like.
But that was earlier on.
The first season has some weak spots, but
Right.
honestly, it picks up pretty quickly.
Right.
I think it's one of the rare shows where every season gets better.
Okay.
The 4th season of that show is one of my favorite seasons of any shows of the history of television.
Wow.
It gets so good. Watch it. It needs more people to view it.
And you know what? I've heard a lot of people say that about a lot of different series where you can't go by the first episode or you can't go by the first season. I've heard that too.
And sometimes that sucks. Like, my favorite show of all time is Buffy, and everyone agrees. The first season's like kind of weak, but the more I watch it, the more I love it. Same with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The first time you're not getting into it, but once you know what's coming, you want to keep rewatching those first seasons. Yeah, I've seen every episode so many times. Oh, you guys.
How do we even know how long we've been?
I would imagine once it's over, it'll tell you. But since it's live, I don't know. I don't know if it counts.
That's
minutes.
Interesting. We should have been timing.
We're on a delay, though. I can see.
Yeah,
we're watching ourselves.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's put a stopwatch. Let's say. I know we've been talking maybe 10 minutes.
Sure.
Like what? Sure.
Whatever you think.
I could go with that.
Yeah.
So interesting. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Before I forget.
Yeah.
With the Gotham thing, almost the same scenario, but in the reverse.
Yeah.
First 2 seasons, I loved it, but there were things I did not like. I felt certain things were forced. And then season 3, I believe that's the one where they introduced Dr. Freeze, I believe, and then the Mad Hatter. And once the Mad Hatter came into play, I signed off.
Yeah.
We were at Fort Hamilton Comic-Con, and they had some of the actors from the young gentleman that plays Bruce Wayne.
Benjamin McKenzie? Isn't that his name?
Is that how he says it? Because they made this big thing. No. That's isn't that
I just know he's
Alfred.
in it. I don't know who he plays.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not that. I just always assumed he played Bruce. I literally just assumed it.
Oh, okay.
I've never saw it anywhere. I was the guy from OC is Bruce Wayne.
Oh no.
Oh, that's hilarious. I truly have no idea.
I think it's like Michael, but it's a interesting, I don't want to mess it up because he's very strict about his name.
And he's probably watching right now.
Probably doing that.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. So, but that's interesting. So
the reverse.
Anyway, yeah, first 2 seasons and then kind of slipping, and one of Jada Pinkett Smith's, I think one of her best roles. I was annoyed by the role because I felt like they were just trying to make it happen and use her star appeal for the show, but she plays a really good villain.
You know what I have to say to that?
Yeah.
Jada Pinkett Smith is on Gotham.
I know. Oh, you didn't even know?
No. Now I kind of want to watch Gotham.
Yes.
I've learned so much.
But so anyway, they were at Fort Hamilton Comic Con, and I was like, you know what? Let me give it another shot. Got better.
You got into it? Okay, good.
It got better.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, it got better. And they left it at a really good point. They kind of squeezed in Ra's al Ghul, and they had their own way of making that work. So, and it's interesting, even though the secondary story, which is, it should be the main story, is really all about Commissioner Gordon.
Interesting.
It really is about his rise of becoming a commissioner, along with, obviously, the rise of Batman, but it's so much more about
Honestly, you've kind of intrigued me. I think I might give it a try.
No one's done this take before. So I think that's what made it very interesting.
Cool.
Because everyone keeps saying, okay, the when Bruce Wayne's parents died, we've seen this 50 million times, including Batman versus Superman, which was totally a waste of screen time to tell that part of the story again.
I just watched that movie for the first time. I actually watched it though, which is pretty good.
You did,
I have seen Batman versus Superman.
Okay.
And I think that it's like very good, well done vignettes that do not pace well together. I think that was the movie's problem.
And she's not even a DC fan. Hello. Yeah. So with all that being said, I think it was very interesting, refreshing take. Because what about all these years in between? You get one day, Thursday, I'm Batman. No, like, come on. You know, so, the kid's good.
All right.
He's a good little young Bruce Wayne.
I'm sold.
Yeah.
I've got nothing to watch right now. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. only has one episode left of the season.
Oh, you know what? You mentioned something before the show, and I didn't want to forget this, even though it's not on the list.
Okay. Ooh.
But The Runaways.
Ooh, yeah.
Guys, none of y'all are talking about The Runaways.
Dude, I loved it. I loved it.
It was good.
It's not like groundbreaking, amazing television, but it combines my love of teen drama, like
I'm so
that
curious,
kind of
by
stuff.
the way, even though this is gonna.
What are you curious about?
I'm curious if.
Yeah, there's a delay.
Yeah. It's low, but it's working.
Yeah, we're live still.
Yeah.
But it combines my love of teen drama and just like superhero stuff.
Right.
So I was so into it.
Right.
And I just bought the first volume of the comics, the original comics, not the Rainbow Rowell, the new comics, which I will get to eventually if I like it.
Right.
So I'm excited to read it and see what's different from the show than from the comic.
Yeah, I heard a couple of things. A lot of things were different.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
But one thing I did really enjoy, but it confused me in the beginning, because at first I was like, okay, here's another teen, high school kind of show.
Yeah.
And then it got a little annoying. Then boom, all of a sudden it became this adult drama with these parents that had these kids.
There's so much parents. I thought it was going to be like very much the kids, and it's a big 50-50 shift, I think.
And then I feel maybe episode 3 or 4, they got a nice balance.
Okay.
Because it was like, kids, adults, balance. They figured it out.
And that's, the first season of a show, always, you got to find your footing and stuff. But I'm excited for more. I don't know if it's officially been renewed for a second season.
I haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
But you guys aren't talking about it.
No, hashtag renew the Runaways.
If you don't support your show.
I need a new cause now. It's been an exhausting while trying to get the word out of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. so I can finally breathe.
Yeah. So it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen.
Well, maybe we should save what I'm going to ask you for a different day.
It's another topic?
Yeah.
What is it?
I was going to ask about Cloak and Dagger.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice show.
I figured.
We got to do that. We got to definitely. You know what? There's a couple random. We need to do a show about random seasons of sci-fi and fantasy stuff that no one is talking about.
Oh, like old seasons?
Yeah, because even like what was that one? It was like really weird.
While you're thinking, I just for the first time watched all of The Leftovers.
Okay.
On HBO. It is. I literally watched the whole series in 4 days. It's one of the best things I've ever watched.
Wow.
And it was one of the creators of Lost, so I was like, this is not going to have a payoff.
Right.
Even though I love Lost, and I don't even hate the ending.
Right.
But there's lacking.
Right.
The last episode was one of the most beautiful things I've ever watched. High recommend. This is me.
wow.
I'm the high recommend girl.
Wow.
So speaking of older sci-fi,
Yeah.
Leftovers is where I take away from that.
Yeah.
But if you remembered what you were going to say.
No, I don't. I gotta like look it up. Like,
All
I don't.
My grandfather's wife is really into Stargate, and she sent me
The film or
the show, the TV show.
Okay.
And she sent me the first season, and I've been thinking about, but it's like a commitment to get into Stargate. But I think that might be another venture soon too. Just get the ball rolling on old sci-fi shows. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta yeah, I'll do that for next show because I don't remember. It's funny. I remember the graphic. It was on, like I remember like different things, but I don't remember the title. But that tells you how season 2 sucked so bad. Like it was such an amazing first season.
Was it Expanse?
No, but
they canceled it.
I tried to watch
Yeah.
Expanse.
I watched the first couple episodes.
They had me, and then
they lost.
They lost.
That was me too. And the guy, I always forget his name, Pablo something. He was in Road Trip, but I was excited that he was in the show.
Right.
And then, like in an early episode, his head literally exploded, like just clean off. I was like, oh, I guess he's not in the show anymore.
And just in case the person who's watching this that gave me such high reviews on Expanse, and I watched it because you told me to watch it. I just want to thank you for wasting.
Oh no! I thought it was gonna be nice.
And
it wasn't nice at all.
No.
They canceled it, so you're not alone. It just got canceled.
No, but I mean, so. I wouldn't have heard about it. You know, that's some time I would have had.
I get it.
I could have played some video game. I could have done something.
You gotta try things. You can't like everything.
I guess so.
I mean, sometimes there's gonna be some things you don't like. There's some really good things that everybody likes that I don't like.
That's true. Like DC stuff. You know what? You need to watch what is it? Any of the animated movies of DC.
Yeah,
They're so brilliant.
Yeah.
Like they make DC movies look like trash. Because the writing
is really hard to do.
The writing is so good. Damien, oh my goodness, son of Batman. Oh man, amazing. Like all they have to do, and we've said this so many times on the show. So if you start doing it, just take that script and just make it live action. The storyboard's already done. It's an animation. It's already done.
I don't know where the mess comes from. I personally don't, and this is not a slight on him. It's just I don't personally like Zack Snyder's style of filmmaking. I don't like his visuals. I've never have. Ever since 300, and I think that's partially why I don't like the movies.
I can see that.
But I don't. It's not one person's fault. I like to laugh. There's not a lot of laughing in the DC movies. Again, except for the 90s Batman.
Well, when they made what was it, the one with George Clooney?
Batman and Robin, my favorite one. I understand that it's not a good movie,
right.
But I was 7 when it came out.
Okay.
And
makes sense. They
as
made
a
it.
7-year-old, it was the
about the
best thing I've ever
toys.
seen. Oh, and I had them.
I mean, even the director was like, "Am I making a movie or making a toy commercial?" I mean, when you have those kind of fights, do you expect the movie to turn out well? Not so much.
But if you're a 7-year-old girl,
you don't care.
And there are 2 cool women in it.
Yeah, you don't care.
Cool. Again, when you're 7,
yeah.
Alicia Silverstone is super cool.
She's super cool. So that's what's going on with that. So what else we got going on?
What we got next?
So, Michael the Knight had the information on 3D printing, but he had to leave.
Yeah, he had to catch a train.
So, but Kips Bay Boys and Girls Club, check that out. If you're a geek for interior design, you're going to love it. In fact, I'm going to put some pictures on GEEKCASER for that whole eclectic lifestyle thing.
Can you explain a little what it is?
Yeah, so it's really cool. So designers every once a year go into this big building, this big home, and take over all the floors and take over all the rooms and design whatever they want. I think they have like 7 days to do it.
That's cool.
And it's ridiculously
is it like
awesome.
Anyone can just go in and look at it, or is it like
no? You do have to pay. You do have to pay.
All right.
But it's if you're into interior design and just to look at what they've done with the spaces, it's definitely.
I'm not really into that, but I'm interested. It sounds really cool. I would check that out.
Let me see. Do I have some pictures? It's a great event. I think.
Pull it up on your phone and.
Yeah, why not, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that cool?
Show the viewer.
That's cool.
That's neat.
Yeah, I would do that. I would do that in my room. Do I have any? I think most of the stuff. Oh, here we go.
Ooh, very Dr. Seuss.
Look at that.
That's cool.
That's cool. A vlogger's paradise. That's what I call that particular room with the lights and stuff.
Did you like find these online, or did you actually?
No,
see it?
you
were there.
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, how much are tickets?
I think they're $40.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I thought that was pretty cool. This was like the side of like a man cave.
You don't even have to pay now. You can see it.
Yeah, you got all the hot stuff right here. No, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. Oh, this is outside. So I mean, it's the middle of New York. But that's cool. Who would see that on a rooftop? I mean, who would think that would be on a rooftop? So, yeah. And just by your facial expressions, you'll be like, yeah,
dang,
yeah, you should go there. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Again, if you're into that kind of thing.
Yes, but maybe even if not. Maybe expand, try something new.
Try something new.
Just like I'm gonna try Gotham.
See?
Oh, very, very chill.
So now you want to go? Yeah, check that out. So yeah, I would definitely do that. Yeah, man, Gotham is pretty cool. I mean, especially because it's gonna end now. But you said your theory is that just wanted syndication.
Oh yeah, no. This is a thing I read that they renewed it for only 13 more episodes because once they hit 13 more, they get 100 episodes, and you can't go into syndication unless you have 100 episodes. So they're trying to get more money, because 100 episode syndication means more money. I think that's why Fox canceled Brooklyn Nine-Nine, because they had their 100th episode already. So they were like, eh. Right. But thank you, NBC, for picking up Brooklyn Nine-Nine. This Brooklyn Nine-Nine's not on the list, but it is close to my heart, and I'm excited that it's going to keep
really fast.
Oh yeah.
Too.
Well, the internet within like 30 minutes of the cancellation announcement, it was the #1 trending thing on Twitter in the world.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that many people were into that show.
I didn't start watching it till maybe January, and I have since seen every episode 3 times. That's how good it is, and I love a good sitcom with heart. It's very Parks and Rec, very The Office, and that's my kind of comedy for sure.
Do you like dry comedy?
Yeah, I do. I like all kinds of comedy. But shows that I rewatch usually are more of like the Parks stuff. One of the funniest shows of all time I think is Curb. Okay. I think Curb and Arrested Development.
Okay.
I'm so excited for also a new season of Arrested Development. Is that a topic?
Really? It's happening?
The end, like soon. I think May 29th. It's on my calendar.
Oh, a rumor report. I don't know how real it is. Maybe you would know. Game of Thrones. It's happening.
2019.
That's not that long.
No, but it kind of is.
You know what's crazy? The year is halfway over.
You know what? You're right. That is crazy.
Time.
But there's only 6 episodes. That's it.
That's it.
There's only gonna be 6 more episodes.
And that's it. And they're gonna wrap it all up.
That's it. Yeah. I'm so stressed thinking about it. I love Game of Thrones, but also it's the most stressful hour of your life. Yeah. I can't wait for it to be over, because then I can rewatch it casually. Because I do that now. I think I've gone through the series 7 times.
I'm late in the game with that.
Oh.
And first of all, I was like, yeah, Game of Thrones. Then I saw like a glimpse, and I was like, okay, there's sex and violence, okay. I was like, oh, wait. Then I was like, okay, I'm going to jump in. And they were like season, what was it, like, I forgot what.
You just had 7.
Yeah, so it was like season 5.
I came in a little late. I came in at 4.
Yeah, I'm like, I wasn't going to do it to myself. I said, let me wait, and then I'll binge. Waited. But that was a good binge.
Oh, it's such a good binge. I've done it so many times. And I was like, I need to stop binging it. So I read all the books. Right. That was a tough read.
I could imagine.
The books there's a lot going on. People will mostly argue the books are better, but I would rather watch the show.
Gotcha.
For sure.
Gotcha. Yeah. And the thing is there was a lot of fluff. There's a lot of things that could have been edited out or they just draw it out too much. But again, I guess if someone read the books, there's so much that's not.
There's so much that's not in it, but like there's
Right.
nothing that was cut that I'm like mad about. Although Cersei does have a little bit of a lesbian scene in one of the books,
Oh, interesting.
and I do wish that would have been there because I like lady love. I like seeing ladies love ladies. Fun fact about me, live Facebook. That personally is the moment I would have liked to have seen.
What's the character, the girl with the seers, the one that like the guy took her sight and then gave it back, and
Arya.
Arya.
Yeah.
That was trippy, man. It was like where are you going? What's happening? It was like
and then it turned into the Terminator 2.
Yeah.
There's that
real fast.
That
I'm like, dude. I mean, it was. I got it, but I think it could have been told better.
Yeah, I agree. The House of Black and White stuff wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that she's back at Winterfell.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And now I understand the posters and the heads and the.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, what is all that about? Again, I didn't.
The season
I wasn't
6
watching
promos,
it, but
yeah.
that made a lot more sense. Like, oh, okay.
But
no, it's worth it. And, you know, the ending of the series felt rushed. It felt like they were trying to grab and tell all these stories that I could imagine was in the books. And they weren't able to do that because there was just so much going on.
You think there's a lot of characters in the show? The book, at one point, the book characters, I'm like, if they're not in the show, I don't remember. I've tried it took me a year and a half to read all 5 books. And I like to read. I'm a pretty quick reader. It took me so long because there's a lot happening in those books.
Wow.
Hey, George R. R. Martin, when's the 6th book coming out? Huh?
I heard
George R. R. Martin's watching right now, right? He is. I bet he is.
I heard he's not doing it, right?
I think the pressure might be too much for him because he's just announced he's releasing a new book, but it's not Winds of Winter. So it's okay. I really think either the pressure's like too much, or maybe he's just waiting for the series to be over. Maybe it's like a contract thing that nobody's talking about. Again, these are not facts. These is just
that would be interesting because if he's going, I mean, he would make reference to who died, who this, who that, and you know that would make sense.
Yeah, I think that maybe HBO wants to have the first ending. I don't know, but also who knows? It's been. I mean, I only read the books fairly recently in my life. Some people I'm reading. I think they were written first in the 90s.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is old.
Yeah.
This is not new.
No.
But business-wise, that's the smartest thing for him to just do something else.
Oh yeah. I agree.
So people could just jump on that and you know.
And it could be what is the series the End of the World or shoot. I'm so mad I can't think of the series, but it was like many, many, many books, and then the author passed away, and then like had left all of what he had left, and somebody else finished it, but with his like blessing. I say that because George R. R. Martin is kind of old.
Yeah.
What End of the World is the first? That makes me mad. It'll come to me.
How come there's no timer?
I don't know. I think you got to stop it, and then it'll tell us how long it was.
Well, that's ridiculous.
I know.
I want more information.
You keep doing that.
So we're just gonna guess.
All right.
So we'll maybe when that goes to 2-5.
All right.
And then maybe we did talk for 5 minutes.
How should we spend our last 5 minutes?
I don't. Well, what's upcoming cons? Are we going to any?
I really it's this weekend, but now I'm like I want to try to get to Philly and go to Wizard World. Wizarding. I get them confused with the Wizarding World of Harry Potter and Wizard World the con. Wizard World's the con. I'd like to go. There's some good guests.
Wow.
So but who knows? How am I going to get to Philly somehow?
Yeah, Philly's not that far.
See. No. And my dad lives in Pennsylvania.
You could bus it.
Yeah, I could do that.
Did you drive?
No. I mean, I have a license. I could drive, but
Okay.
I don't drive.
Okay. You could do the that bus downtown, the Chinese bus. The Chinese bus.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's supposed to be just cheaper.
All right. I'm going to look into it. But what else? Some more local stuff?
Yeah, well, Eternal Con's coming. There's a bunch. It's all the same weekend, which is really got me really upset. Because BurrowCon, Eternal Con, and something else is all the same weekend, which is not fair.
No.
Because we
Communicate, cons.
Come on, guys. I mean, you don't have to have it all the same weekend. There's how many weekends in the year? But that happens a lot. I'm seeing a lot of cons. There's conflicting times.
I got this tattoo at a tattoo convention the weekend of Chicago C2E2, and I had to choose between those cons. And I only went to the tattoo convention because I knew I would spend less money.
Good, smart.
Yeah, but
Smart.
then I still got a tattoo. So I should have just gotten a C2E2 because I kind of hate this tattoo.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, it's the only one I don't like. But
Wow,
of
what a
all of them,
memory.
I know. An old man did it, and he was shaking.
Oh my goodness. Regular needle, right?
Yeah, with a gun, but it was a
Because
gun
when you
he
went
made
like this, I'm
himself.
thinking of like
He had a gun, but he made the gun, which was
South
pretty cool.
Pacific
Yeah, and he was
kind
just
of
so
like old school.
Yeah, someone has since fixed it, but it was like a
Would you ever
shaky
do those?
circle.
Where they would like.
I would. I would, but a small thing because I don't handle pain well.
Gotcha.
I try this is the worst pain I've ever felt in my lifetime.
Wow.
So.
Well, that area, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here in the neck.
Oh, I could never. I don't like things touching my neck. I would hate that.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Mm-mm.
So we're I don't know what we're scheduled to do yet, folks. We'll definitely let you know what we're going to do.
Next time, I'm for sure going to review episode 1 of Gotham.
From the beginning.
Well, I would never not.
We got to do some flashback stuff too. I think that would be interesting too. Like just pick a. Well, once we get all of that working.
Mm-hmm. Although I have to admit, I kind of like this. I feel
like this?
Well, I like getting a nice rapport.
Well, I get it. This is fun. This is new for me.
Yeah.
Usually I'm like an octopus.
Well,
kinda.
and from over there, it's like we don't get to like work off of each other as nicely. I don't know. It's my first day, but
love. Oh man, I hope the I hope the sound is loud enough on this.
yeah, we'll find out soon.
Yeah, and we're gonna.
Oh, there is one viewer.
Well, look at
Oh,
it.
it's us.
Oh, look at it there.
It's us though. We're just
Look at
watching
it.
ourselves.
Oh man, I'm excited. So we're gonna sign off and do a lot more of this stuff, and it will grow and become more complicated. And we thank everyone for your support. GeekCaster.com, empowered by SEV Network, and hey.
Oh,
Wow.
hi Donna.
How you doing?
Oh, right at the very end. We were just closing off, but now that Donna's here.
Yeah. So we're definitely gonna do more of this. I'm super excited where this is gonna go. So it's only going up from here. And for just for people to know, we are on cable in the 5 boroughs, and we are, as of May 19th, we will be in Long Island, New York, in Nassau County and Suffolk County. So you could check us out on cable there, and that's going to be channel 115. So super excited about that, and super tired. It's a long day. Thank you so much. Everything sci-fi, fantasy, geek-related stuff. Michael.
Jamie Jirak.
And you're watching GeekCaster. Thank you so much, and continue to support. And we will have continued surprises in the studio. Also trying to help content creators and cool, interesting, different things.
So many things in the works.
Yeah, like just was it DIY? DUI? What is it?
DIY.
DIY?
DIY. Do it yourself.
What's the other one? There's the other one just drinking, right? I guess so. I'm tired. We're out of here.
DUI.
Yeah.
Donna, we're glad you could see us too. Thanks, Donna.
See you later. Boop. Did it stop? No, but it does like a little cute little circle
I think
thing.
you gotta hit the Oh, there. Wait.
Wait, what do you do?
Hit cancel.
Cancel. Oh, finish.
Finish.